Lexi and I went home for the evening. Though the moving van was out of the driveway, my nice, convenient parking space beside the garage, the 2 spaces inside were leased with the house, was occupied by a big black Bentley. The rest of the driveway was filled, too, with an assortment of automobiles of similar ostentation. "Lexi," I said to my dog, who was eagerly wriggling to get out of the car, "talk me into not breaking that damn lease right now." If she'd spoken English, I'm sure she'd have reminded me that I just had to put up with this, at least in the short term, overnight. We had someplace else to stay starting tomorrow. "You're right," I told her. I parked on the crowded street and went through the gate, left open in violation of the lease. Lexi and I went up to the front door of the house and rang the bell. I braced myself for Charlotte to throw herself into my arms and beg my forgiveness. Instead, I got Yule. He was about 6 feet tall, with short golden hair and dark scowling eyes. He was dressed in a red muscle shirt and shorts. "Hi, Yule," I said. "Would you please have the person who parked in my space move the car? Oh, and I'll need the other cars moved too so I can get to the space. And the gate. It's supposed to be closed." The expression on his face was blank. He looked down at my hands as if he expected me to be carrying something. A food delivery, maybe? But all they held was Lexi's leash, which Yule's eyes followed to the end. Recognition dawned. He might not recognize his reluctant landlady, but the pup looked familiar.
"Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry."
That had to be a record. 4 words strung together, more or less. While I waited for the space to be made available for my car, Charlotte darted from the house and hugged me hard, apologizing profusely. "No problem," I lied. "Would you like to join us?" she asked. I looked at the crowd jockeying cars behind me and jockeying drinks and hors d'oeuvres inside. Beautiful people, all of them, and years younger than me. I'd not thought myself over the hill at 35, but if I hung around here, I might get an age complex on top of all the others I'd adopted lately. "No thanks." "Housewarming party already?" "No, this is just a moving-in party," she said. "Housewarming's next weekend." I didn't let myself ask what the occasion for the party would be the following weekend or the one after that. That night, as I lay in bed trying to sleep, despite the party noise and music from next door, I thanked my lucky stars that Jeff Hubbard needed a house sitter so quickly, and that he hadn't let a little thing like my suspension from the state bar stand in the way of hiring me.